Over 1 million people moved through turnstiles in just the first 6 days, 1.3 million fans across 3 host nations, to be exact. This record-breaking turnout is a direct result of the tournament's new structure. We are looking at a 48-team bracket playing out over a sprawling 104 total matches. This chart breaks down the 2026 viewing economy. The vertical axis is your cost, in both time and money. The horizontal axis is your return on investment. If you buy a stadium ticket, you sit in the top right, high cost but high return. Look down here at the bottom left though. A group stage match where Germany dismantles Curaçao 7-1 costs you nothing but your afternoon, but it delivers almost zero dramatic tension. While the stadiums are breaking daily attendance records, pulling in over 280,000 people on a single day, the reality for everyone watching at home is that these early games lack the sudden death jeopardy that makes international football so compelling. Trying to watch all 104 matches is a guaranteed path to burnout. To get the most out of this tournament, you have to actively filter out the noise and protect your time. This table shows why that noise exists. Previously, only the top 2 survived. Now they advance alongside the 8 best third-place finishers. That third-place row acts as a vast mathematical safety net. Powerhouses can stumble early and still easily reach the knockout rounds. It means early surprises, like Portugal struggling to a 1-1 draw against DR Congo in Houston, don't carry the fatal consequences they used to. Even if Cristiano Ronaldo fails to score in his opening match, his squad has plenty of runway to recover and extend his tournament run. This safety net creates a schedule padded with dead rubbers. You get predictable blowouts that eat up 2-hour broadcast windows without delivering any real stakes. You also have to filter out the manufactured drama. Media cycles will fixate on off-field controversies, like the intense scrutiny over a VAR official's hand gesture during the Germany-Curaçao broadcast. That noise pulls your attention away from the actual tactical realities on the pitch. The math is simple. The expanded format artificially inflates the calendar with low-jeopardy games. If you want to enjoy the round of 32, you have to ruthlessly skip the filler. Where do you actually invest your viewing hours? You look for the friction points. Specifically, target the groups thrown into chaos by roster instability. The pre-tournament warm-up fixtures were brutal this year. Several heavy favorites lost key starters, scrambling their tactical setups and dropping their advancement odds. Spain has to navigate the tournament without Lamine Yamal, stripping them of their most potent young attacking threat on the wing. France is dealing with a similarly severe defensive gap after losing their anchor center back, William Saliba. This data table for Group H shows what happens when those absences equalize the playing field. Look at the points column. After the opening round, all 4 teams, Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay, are deadlocked with exactly 1 point. These are the matches you prioritize. When a group is completely unresolved, every pass carries weight. If Spain plays Saudi Arabia at noon on a Sunday, that is a broadcast worth blocking out time for. On the other end of the spectrum, you want to watch the disruptors. Norway is surging through Group I, proving momentum can override historical pedigree. They dismantled Iraq 4-1 right out of the gate, driven entirely by Erling Haaland acting as an unstoppable force up top. When the star players go down, the traditional hierarchy breaks. Seeking out these fractured groups of chaos is the absolute highest return you can get on your viewing time. If you are actually traveling to a host city, the financial calculus shifts. You don't need to spend $500 on a single stadium ticket to get a return on your trip, because the free FIFA fan festivals are operating at an immense scale. Mexico City is the clearest example. Between the main site at the Zocalo and satellite zones, they built capacity for 95,000 fans to watch simultaneously. This matrix evaluates major North American sites by capacity, weather risk, and transit access. The trade-off for free entry is a physical endurance test. In Miami or Dallas, you're committing to 95-degree heat and must arrive hours before kickoff just to secure a spot. Cities like Toronto offer a different model, integrating their 20,000 capacity viewing zones directly into dense downtown infrastructure to allow for easier transit exits. Surviving these zones requires strict planning. You'll use the FIFA Plus app constantly to track real-time crowd capacity, making a portable power bank mandatory. These festivals deliver a genuine, deafening matchday atmosphere for $0. You just have to be willing to treat the day as a highly planned logistical operation. Let's boil all of this down into a practical strategy driven entirely by how you plan to engage with the tournament. This flowchart maps out your 2026 playbook, depending on one choice: couch or host city. As the home optimizer, exercise ruthless curation. Skip blowouts, focus on deadlocked teams in Group H, and watch the host nations. As the traveling fan, target megazones. Allocate budget towards survival gear, hydration plans, and battery banks, rather than expensive team merchandise. The festivals are built to replicate the sheer gravity of arenas like the Estadio Azteca. With over 523,000 viewing spots available across the 16 host cities, any fear of missing out because you don't have a physical stadium ticket is mathematically misplaced. Navigating this broad 48-team bracket successfully requires you to accept the logistical and emotional trade-offs, timing your engagement to peak only when the tournament stakes finally do.